Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to an amazing webinar. I have some great friends with me today. I got Vicki Bruns from ConnectWise. Hi, Vicki.
Hey Juan, how's it going?
I'm doing well. And I got Tiffany Ricks, the CEO of HacWare. How are you, Tiffany?
I am super excited to be here and really excited to be here with you all.
Well, I think I'm excited. So this is going to be an amazing webinar, and I'm super pumped to have both of you on with me. We got some exciting announcements today, some great conversations. So as we have everybody that's popping in today, that's joining us from the interwebs or internet or wherever you're coming to us live from, do me a favor and post where you're coming from in the chat today. We're really excited to have each and every one of you joining us. I have some amazing friends today that we're going to be talking about HacWare and ConnectWise, a partnership built for MSP success. And this is just an amazing moment. I'm elated to be here. I remember thinking about the first moments when we started talking about this, Tiffany, and I was really excited about it. But we're here, and I'm excited to announce this partnership, and I'm really excited to get into it a little bit. So, just real quick, do we want to do a quick round of introductions? Vicki, do you want to go first?
Sure, why not? Why not? Well, I don't know if you could tell by my background, I love horses. My name is Vicki Bruns. I have worked at ConnectWise for 8 years, and I actually coming to ConnectWise was my first foray into our industry. And fun fact, when I went to CompTIA ChannelCon in 2017, I got to meet all of these other industry leaders and other vendors in the space. And I said, you know what? This is really where I want to focus on in my career. And so I made that jump to our ecosystem team at ConnectWise. And so what that means is I work with vendors and helping them to kind of navigate the inner sanctums of ConnectWise and bringing great partnerships like HacWare to market. And then also I've got a marketplace team at ConnectWise for our transactional marketplace. There's a couple different ways that you can kind of interpret our marketplace we'll talk about a little bit later. And then we also have vendor specialists that help to evangelize vendors within ConnectWise for both our colleagues, our employees, and also our partners. So yes, thank you for inviting me on.
No, it's amazing to have you here with us. Tiffany, why don't you go next? Give us a little intro.
Yeah, I'm Tiffany Ricks. I am the founder and CEO of HacWare. Um, Prior to HacWare, I have, worked as a software engineer, security engineer, even worked as an ethical hacker, owned a consultancy that had a managed service side. And I understand the pain point that many of our partners are going through with regard to, one of their biggest concern is phishing. That was one of my biggest concerns, and it's evolving. The concern about how do we grow and scale in this weird, uncertain time. Just really trying to figure out, how do I make my team's workflows easier. That was something that was a concern of mine. And so really excited to be here. Now I'm the founder and CEO of HacWare. I focus a lot on research and making this product the product that our partners love. And we're going to talk a little bit more about the exciting integration that's going to make things easier for our partners. And Juan, we're happy to have you on our team. Yeah. Share a little bit more about you for some of our partners who don't know you, but I don't think that's okay.
Who doesn't know Juan?
I don't know. That'd be a pretty hard group of people to find. But if you don't know me, my name is Juan Fernandez. I am the proud author of the MSP Owner's Handbook. Right here. Got it. For those of you that are out there, I am also most well known for building an MSP and taking it from about 0 to about 20 million in about 6 years, where I learned how to scale and build a repeatable process for MSPs. Also the co-founder of the MSP Growth Coalition and proud channel chief for HacWare to help build out this wonderful ecosystem of partnerships and really deliver a high level of partner experience, understanding what it's worth, in the world, to realize that MSPs have a different level of need now. And I think that it's really important for us to focus on that. HacWare has been a wonderful company, and Tiffany, as a gracious CEO, I'm here to work together alongside her and really do some amazing stuff, especially with our new partner, ConnectWise. And that kind of leads me to my first topic, right? Where we're going to talk about this changing ecosystem of partner experience. Vicki, I know that, we heard some of this at CompTIA on how the shift to this managed services world is spinning in this new era of partner experience and looking for more meaningful relationships. Do you have some insights on what your thoughts are in regards to, in terms of partner experience?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I know as part of the ConnectWise, representative for the ConnectWise ecosystem, it's our responsibility to make sure that we are letting our partners know about all of the wonderful vendors that are taking the time and the effort and the focus to develop enhanced integrations into the ConnectWise platform. And so I use that kind of as an ambiguous term for our PSA solution, our RMM solutions, and of course, our ASIO solution, which is going to be the platform that really connects it all. And so I think when it comes to providing like an enhanced partner experience, it's finding those core security integrations that you can bring in to the solutions that our partners, our MSPs, are utilizing every day, and making sure that they're secure and making sure that they're hitting all of the components that a MSP needs to be able to do their job and do it efficiently without, having to work in redundant systems to do it. So, so that's a little bit from the ConnectWise partner experience perspective of what we look for when it comes to, valuable vendor partnerships that we can bring in. But also, I would say that from an overall cybersecurity perspective, and Tiffany, you were an ethical hacker. Like, I would love to hear some of the stories that you have, maybe after this webinar, or maybe for a future webinar, we can talk about that stuff. But I can tell you that ConnectWise, I mean, we've been doing our own research. I know CompTIA has a lot of great research that they've put out as well about what to anticipate as an MSP and what SMBs are looking for and what they need help with. And so there was a recent study that we did with Vanson-Born, and it was late 2022, but essentially we asked them to take a look into, what the SMB market is anticipating in terms of cybersecurity and where they really need help. And what we realized is that these small business owners really don't have a grasp on, all of the cybersecurity experience and things that they should be focused on for their businesses. They don't even know the questions to ask to prioritize like how they should be utilizing their limited resources as it is. And so, some of the stuff that we realize is that specifically for, security awareness training and education, stuff like that, that almost 50% of the SMBs that we researched with Vanson-Born are looking for within the next 12 months, or a little after the 12 months. They're in the planning phase, anyways, of finding a way to be able to mitigate those risks when it comes to that specific piece of cybersecurity. And so the market is ripe for MSPs to be able to really take the bull by the horns, proverbial bull, as they say, and really kind of capitalize on that. So,
yeah. And I really like where you're going with that. I say that 2023 is the year of education. And I think that, MSPs have a new seat at the table, right? We have this new opportunity to be able to instill a new value with our customers and that trusted advisor relationship to really solidify our partnerships. And this is one of the main things that we're focused on here at HacWare is partnerships, right? How are we empowering our partners to be successful and educating them so that they can educate their customer and their customer's customer and potentially, their families and others, right? I think that that's the real big opportunity that we have here as a community is to help move that bar forward and up and raise that tide as a community because, with that successful strategy around us building it out together as a partnership, we can then relay that back to MSPs and so on and so forth. But even though, you look at the last step in an incident, it's educate the end user. And I say, if you turn that upside down, you actually have the first step in mitigating it, right? And I think that if we did more of that and we educated more on the steps to success and the reverse component, we can stop a lot of what's happening. And so that's one of the things that we're real focused on is the support programs and empowering our MSPs to really be successful, to learn meaningful ways to move forward with their customers. And to your point, as you said, Vicky, you know, there's a lot of things that are changing right now, and there's a lot of opportunity for MSPs out there really going where they're going. We're trying to help reduce the friction and help improve the education. And I think that that's really what this future integration for us looks like, is it's really removing those barriers. And I know, Tiffany, this is exciting for us, but do you want to talk a little bit about what you're excited about in this integration
Yeah, I'm
that we're talking
excited.
about too?
Yeah, I'm excited. I think definitely first and foremost, it is really important for us to communicate the why. So I love what Vicky said about, looking at the research and understanding what the SMB customers want, and how we're going to enable these partners to be successful with the small business community. But I'm excited because coming soon, we will be integrating with the ConnectWise Manage solution. And then soon after that, it will be ASIO. And the reason why I'm excited about that is because when I first started this company, it was about relationships, building relationships with our partners, making sure that this was a product that they love, asking those hard questions, because this company is my baby. And in the early stages, they told me that my baby was ugly. And so I wanted to keep building and keep learning from our partners so we can make this a product that they love. And one of the things that they told me is that they want an integration. They want us to integrate with ConnectWise. They want a seamless, workflow. And my team has taken that challenge. We're excited that ConnectWise has given us the opportunity to listen to them. We're building every day. We have a product roadmap, but we're excited that we're able to turn the questions that our partners have asked into a reality. So I'm really, really pumped about this.
Yeah, and I think that that's really, it's a testament to partner-led success, right? And, we are who our partners are. We publish our roadmap externally, and it's really important. A lot of their inputs have, been a big attribute of us moving in this direction. I know, Vicky, you guys listen to your partners a lot, but as far as integrations go and in new partnerships, what does this mean to you guys, and how does this work for you guys?
Yeah. So, I mean, the cybersecurity obviously is such a huge component of what we're all needing to do. I mean, I can tell you that, again, being part of ConnectWise for 8 years and just watching the evolution of the IT Nation events and going to those and seeing the amount of sponsorships that we have, it's amazing. We introduced our own cybersecurity conference a few years ago, IT Nation Secure, that was surrounded just on its focus only on cybersecurity, because I think as an industry, we're all feeling it right now. But I've seen, so many different cybersecurity vendors really just launching into the space. Yeah. And so it's really important, I think, especially as there are more options that come to market, that we help to educate our partners on where they're going to get the most bang for their buck. Yeah. Because really, it's going to be vendors that are listening to the feedback. I mean, I know we can probably all attest that we have such a great industry of MSPs. They don't hold back, and it's great because it makes us better, right? It challenges us as vendors to make our products better, to be able to protect our industry, protect our channel, and protect SMBs all across the world. And so again, I think that the market will continue to get a little bit more populated. I think that there's going to be more options that come in. And I think the key differentiator is really, how do you integrate into the solutions that our partners are utilizing every day, and then making sure that you're listening to the product feedback to be able to really bring your product to the next level. And then also having a channel type of partnership with, MSPs, right? Having that, being 100% channel focused. I think that definitely helps too.
And that's the big thing for us, right? Is having that dedication to actually, something exciting that we're doing is creating this partner map where we can put all the dots on, and as direct comes in, we funnel to our partners directly. That's, I wish that back in the day, I remember, the friction of becoming a partner with a brand that was really difficult to get to a certain tier to get to profitability, and really thinking around those terms of like, man, it was really hard to do business back in those days, and really seeing that shift change. And, us being a real big proponent of our partner success, I think it's really interesting to see those that are listening are doing the right things, and those that are removing friction, like doing integrations, like what we're doing with ConnectWise. That's really where the rubber meets the road, because time is money, right? And with MSPs, we don't have a lot of time when we're building our businesses to think about all those things. We need stuff that's going to work, and it's going to be there, and it's going to be part of our workflow. And it's really an opportunity for us to be successful at the customer table, because a lot of the disconnected pieces of a solution can cause weird looks from a customer, like, wow, you have an awful lot going on back there. Right? So when it's really smooth and seamless, it's like a lot easier to tell the story of, this is the process, this is the plan, this is how we're doing it. And I'm really excited about really creating that synergy between us and ConnectWise to make sure that it removes that friction. So
transparency, and then partner enablement. And sorry, now I've got to ask a question. What is HacWare doing for partner enablement? What are some of the things that you're working on? You mentioned the map.
Yeah, we have a lot of things that we're doing. We have several different partner plans that we have. We're really invested in helping MSPs educate their customer. So doing webinars with our customers and helping them ride along doing sales. And then we have cybersecurity masterclasses that are teaching them like the psychology of the sale and how to activate a customer and how to talk around situations, because there's not a lot of people that know how to do this. Like, this is a new era. How do I package and price and build an effective bundle around, these cybersecurity programs? It's not just about end user cybersecurity awareness. It's about solving the security problem. And so we're trying to help from not just our lens, but from the entire lens, and really moving them forward and trying to help them, look at things from a different way. How do I become profitable with it? How do I activate it? How do I present it? How do I position it? And ultimately, how do I be successful and really show the outcome of success with our customers? So we've invested a lot in that. And me personally, I know the challenge. So I know that these are things that we struggle with from a business perspective. And I'm really excited because I can see just the MSPs that are coming in now, like they're like, this feels different. Why? And that's like, because it was built for you. And they're like, yeah, it's too comfortable. It's making me weird. And I love the looks, because they're like, I really like this. And I really love the fact that they love it. We've created something special, and Tiffany built an amazing platform, and we're really excited to be part of an amazing ecosystem. And Tiffany, why don't you talk a little bit about, what integration and into our workflows, how that's working out, and what our thoughts are there.
It's all about, and to piggyback off your point, like I love what we're doing with our partner success program, and it makes me realize a lot of things that we think comes natural to the business owner. It doesn't. I remember when I started my first company, and what we're teaching our partners are things I wish I had, back then. And so I really love that we're not just a vendor who is all about product, because product isn't the solution, 100% the solution. Is about building a full system that's going to tackle the different pain points and really trying to make our partners successful, because when they win, we win. And so when I think about this integration with ConnectWise, I think of it in a mathematical standpoint. I'm a nerd. So I think about what we do well is automation. So we're automating the security awareness workflow with automation and phishing simulations and training that is 3 minutes or less, and managing it. We have a lot of automation that makes it easy to manage the solution. But then when we talk about this integration, we're adding that in. So now this is making the workflow of our partners enhance. And what that looks like is you don't have to spend a lot of time learning a new tool that's already working for you. You can utilize the managed tool, the ASIO tool. Your techs can utilize something that they're already using before, and now they can see how to onboard their tenants quicker. And that equals reducing time to revenue. So if we have a quicker onboarding, if we have one place where you can see the products that you have within HacWare with your other products, easy billing, now we're going to get you to, revenue and ROI faster. And so I'm really excited about not creating more work for our partners, creating a product that works for them. And that's why this integration makes sense. And our partners have been asking for it. And so we really are just trying to build something that works for them and makes them successful.
Yeah, I would say that that's kind of the first place where a lot of when vendors come to ConnectWise and they say, where do we start? Because there's so much that's under the ConnectWise platform. We say ConnectWise PSA is ConnectWise used to be called, previously known as ConnectWise Manage. I feel like it's the artist formerly known as Prince. We've gone through these evolutions of branding. So ConnectWise PSA is really kind of a starting point, and then from there, piggybacking off of like the RMMs and stuff like that. So yeah, it's definitely a great place because it creates efficiencies in agreements and billing, the ticketing, the configurations, the reporting, all of those things that are quintessential to running a operationally efficient business.
Absolutely. And that is what's going to, when we think about this economy, I'm watching, like I'm looking at what the analysts are saying, and we have to make sure that we're operating capital efficient businesses. We have to make sure that we're positioning ourselves, for success with our customers and making sure that we are communicating a clear story to our customers. And so I think, when we think about the outcome of this integration, it's really about positioning our partners to be successful in 2023 and beyond.
Do you want to hear a fun fact?
Yeah.
About ConnectWise PSA? Do you want to know what year ConnectWise PSA launched?
What year?
1995.
Oh, that's 1 year before I got an IT.
It's been around for a long time. Now, obviously, it's changed a lot through the years. It's a lot, there's been a lot of updates and a lot of releases that have made it better. But yeah, it's interesting to say. I mean, it's been around for a really long time. And so it really is interesting to kind of see how far it's come and to see how all the integrations that we've been able to build into it, including the one with HacWare that's coming soon.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and I might have dated myself now I think about it. I probably should have backed away from my quick response on that. I was like,
I think I was 9 years old. So,
you're not making it any better. To that point, I mean, everybody starts somewhere, right? Tiffany mentioned earlier, over time, we all evolve and grow into something new and amazing. And I think that this partnership is absolutely one of those things that will be just like that, where, we're looking forward to it so much that we're investing in it. We're part of Share, we're part of Invent, we're part of Pitch It, we're part of IT Nation, we're part of all the places where MSPs are at. And we want to make sure that we're bringing them the right value, right? Teaching them how to actually go and find the customers that this makes sense for. Because not everybody, it doesn't make sense for everybody. There's a lot of people that have a temperature of resistance. And, for those that are interested in continuing their business, those are the ones we want to help. We want to make sure that they're helping their partners and having the right conversations and positioning it in the right way. And, this is sensitive. Security is a new era, and we are the protectors of that new era. And inside of that, we are positioned with a new role. And that is to empower them to also be successful. And that's a different kind of conversation. Tiffany, you mentioned what I wish I would have known when I started in cybersecurity. Well, a lot of us who are accidental entrepreneurs that don't all know how to run businesses and have strategic conversations. So that's why we're taking a different approach of education, not just from, cybersecurity awareness and our learning management platform, but also on the soft skills side. And I think that that's really what's important to us. But, with any integration and any conversation, it's all about partnerships, right? And so that active feedback, as you were mentioning, Vicki, is really important for us to understand. So we listen a lot. The first thing I do when I get off of a call or a webinar is how do you think we did? And, I'm looking for that feedback right away. Like, what could we have changed? What could we have made better? And I think that that's a similar thing we do from our side, even through this integration perspective is like we tested and we're testing and what can we do better? How can we make it be easier for them? Looking at their daily workflows. And I think that that's really interesting to see. And I think from a workflow perspective, on your side of the house, Tiffany, when you see those friction points, like what is your thoughts on how we're solving some of that?
Yeah, I think it's the friction is, we all have a certain level of, friction that we're willing to put up with, especially in the software world. And with regard to phishing and it being the number one concern that many partners have because small businesses have a hard or they have a learning curve to understand how do they protect themselves. We want to make sure that we're removing those barriers, and we don't want to make it hard to send a phishing simulation to train their user about what does a phishing attack look like. We want to make it super easy for these partners to be able to train their customers, these end users, on the evolving attacks that are happening today. And so that looks like going into the ConnectWise platform when we're live, and we will be live. Everyone, we want you all to sign up. We're going to send you that link so you can be the first one to get access to the platform. And we'll talk a little bit more about the promo code we're going to give. But you'll be able to go into that platform and see the HacWare application right in your current dashboard and access the multi-tenant solution. And that's where you can see all of your customers in one place. You can see how susceptible they are to phishing. You can the platform's going to automatically schedule phishing simulations based off of attacks that are happening today. But you can look at those reports and see how those users are doing. When you add a new tenant, you're going to get tickets that's going to help walk your technicians through our easy onboarding process that takes 15 minutes or less. But we want to make sure we are not dropped. We're working together. We're partnering on making sure that we are helping your end users get trained. And phishing is not something where we can just forget about it. And so this integration makes it super easy to protect our end users. And when we think about the SMB market, they're getting targeted 71% of the time by cyber criminals because they know that they knew a couple of things that I had an issue with my MSP. I had a lean team. I didn't have a lot of time to craft personalized phishing simulations for all of the end users. Our team didn't. We had to manage multiple sides of the cybersecurity stack. So we had to, sometimes I will admit, we would send generic phishing simulations where everyone got the same message at the same time. And that was just so we can check the box that we did it this quarter. But that really isn't how we're going to protect the end users today. It has to be continuous. And so our platform with this integration is going to make it super easy where we are enabling our end users to combat the attacks that are happening today.
Yeah, and just so everybody here knows, once that integration is done, you will be able to see HacWare's tile on the ConnectWise Marketplace, which is marketplace.connectwise.com. It's a public-facing domain. So there will be essentially all the information available to you on what that integration entails with ConnectWise PSA. And then also there's setup documentation that we'll have available for ConnectWise partners that they'll be able to utilize through their ConnectWise University sign-in credentials. So there's a lot of great information that you'll be able to utilize through HacWare, but you'll also see it on our marketplace as well. And then as there are additional integrations that come to fruition with HacWare, then we'll make sure that we include that there as well for our partners to be able to see.
Well, we got a lot of people chiming in on the chat here on the side, but I will say that, one question that comes to mind, what is this, Vicki, from your perspective, obviously this changing, ecosystem and this leaning in towards security. and cybersecurity solutions for ConnectWise. What's this mean to you and in this partnership, and how does this bring value to the MSP?
I mean, I feel like every day, I don't remember talking about cybersecurity as much 5 years ago, but I feel like this is the time we keep talking about partnerships and providing a value. And Tiffany, you mentioned too, like being able to iterate on the information and the feedback that we're getting from our collective partners to make our products better, to make each other better. And so I think for me, it's just, again, making sure that we are providing secure integrations with partnerships and valued vendor partnerships like HacWare into the ConnectWise ecosystem. It's our job as ConnectWise to educate our partners on what those secure integrations are and what and showing them what they have the potential to leverage. And then just trying to make sure that we're staying on top of all the things that are coming down from the government, right? There's the Biden administration rolling out all of these all of these things that could potentially I guess have an effect on our industry. Mm-hmm. And so what's happening now, I mean, I just feel like it's just going to keep speeding up. And I think that there's going to be structure and accountability that's going to be coming at some point from the government. And so it's really our job to make sure as vendors that we're helping to protect our industry and protect our MSPs. So yeah, that's what it means to me.
I will say this, and I want to say hats off to you and ConnectWise and the wonderful team over there, Aubrey and Andra and everybody that's back there on the back that's been supporting us through this. Everybody's been amazing. And it is just an honor to watch the diligence that you guys take to actually bring in a vendor in, and the amount of effort and care that you guys give to those event partners and to everyone that's coming into the ecosystem. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's been very humbling, and you guys do take it seriously. So I want to say, tip of the hat. I didn't know as an MSP the amount of effort that goes into bringing a vendor in, and I wanted to just take a moment to recognize that you guys don't just, accept partners in for any random reason. It's actually a process, and it's quite a bit of a process to get in. So
it is.
Whether you're doing the right thing, the due diligence process and the amount of effort that goes into making sure it's secure at every turn and that you have everything set and all your T's crossed and I's dotted. It's really, really, really been an amazing eye-opening experience. And I can tell a better story about what we've done to get there. Yep. And so I want to just say thank you for that, because it's been really great.
Oh, well, thank you. I know our team really appreciates that feedback. And it's nice, right? You've had the MSP hat on, now you've got the vendor hat. And it's great to hear that validation. And I heard that, so you guys are going to be participating in some IT Nation events and programs.
Yeah,
for ConnectWise?
We will be at IT Nation Connect. We're in Share. We're coming to we're in Evolve. Yeah, Evolve.
Oh, great. Okay.
And Sean
You're all in. That's wonderful.
Sean would kill me if I didn't say that we were actually coming in to pitch it, or at least have applied to be part of it. So,
yes. Okay.
Sean.
No pressure, Sean Lardo.
Well, no, and I mean,
it's a great program. And honestly, being part of any peer group as a vendor, I feel like you get that valued feedback. And then Evolve, obviously, I mean, these are our influencers in this space, our influencers for ConnectWise. And I know that there are a couple vendors that you and I know that have recently participated in Evolve. And even just through the partner feedback, not even that, there's other things, there's other components to ConnectWise, thought leadership that we put out through our service leadership team, and other things that they pick up that you collect through osmosis when you go to those peer group events. And so I feel like there was a great conversation that I had last week at CompTIA about that with another vendor and Evolve. So yes, give back, soak it in. And
all those things. Evolve is important, right? It's really helping MSPs just kind of think forward, and how do we line up with that forward momentum and in alignment with ConnectWise. And then also ConnectWise Share is an amazing resource. I have the opportunity. Those are a lot of MSPs that are just getting started or have been in it for a little while that aren't part of Evolve. And that's an amazing community. So all those things, you guys are really doing a lot of great things. And I'm really honored to be a part of it. So we're proud as a company to be here. I know that Tiffany feels the same.
Yeah.
But that being said,
thank you guys.
We are launching soon inside of a ConnectWise platform near you, and I am super pumped. We're here to reduce friction and provide our partners with a wonderful, seamless, very time efficient process. And that's what I'm most proud of, is that we're actually putting money back in the pockets of MSP so that they can go out and make more of it and really increase their profitability. But Tiffany, do you want to talk a little bit about us launching soon? And do you want to share some details?
Absolutely. So for everyone who is watching this live stream, we really appreciate you coming. And we want to make sure that you are the first one that gets access to our certified integration. If you go to hackware.com/CW4MSP and enter in the promo code ConnectWise, you're going to get a 14-day free trial of our Pro Plus product. So that is our AI-driven phishing simulation platform and our learning management system if there's compliance drivers that you need to accommodate for your customers. And then you also will get a 1-month free white labeling capability added to your trial. So this gives you the ability to brand the product as your own business. It's all about making sure that you increase your brand recognition. So right in your end user's inbox, in their email, they'll be able to see your logo and they'll be able to report phishing attacks, and the platform will be named whatever you want to name it. So you'll be able to get access to that capability free if you go to hackware.com/CW-4MSP and enter in ConnectWise, and you'll get access to the platform soon as it's live, and you'll get a free trial.
That is fantastic. And I love the fact, one of the big things was brand awareness as an MSP. We're always looking to try to get our name out there. And when you're inside of Outlook and inside of OWA and your logos there, your customers get to recognize that you're their IT company. And I really appreciate that feature. I know that many MSPs really do as well. We've gotten a lot of good feedback on that. So with that being said, and we're kind of coming to a close here, Vicky, do you got any final thoughts, my friend?
No, I mean, I just want to say that we appreciate the partnership, and we appreciate you going all in on into the IT, or into the ConnectWise ecosystem and the IT Nation ecosystem. And so we really look forward to seeing you guys at our upcoming events. And I was going to say, for IT Nation, where's the next place that we're going to see you in person? Where can we see HacWare next?
We're coming to Evolve. We're coming this week to Evolve.
This week.
Get ready.
We're at a booth in Atlanta.
We are at a booth in Atlanta
with you all.
Okay. All right. Great. So if you're attending IT Nation Evolve, make sure you stop by the HacWare booth. And I'll see you guys at one of our events. I won't be in Atlanta, but I will definitely see you in Orlando. And hopefully we won't have a hurricane this time around. Oh, knock on wood.
We will.
Although it did make it more fun last year. We had still about 4,500 attendees in person.
It was still a great time. I had a blast.
Yeah. Tiffany, you're in for a real treat.
Keep the hurricanes away, Vicky.
We will. We'll try our best.
All right. Tiffany, any last words?
I'm just really excited to announce that we are going to be a certified managed vendor in the marketplace. And again, you can learn more about when we're going to go live. We have in the chat the link and the promo code, and really excited to kick this off. So Vicky, I really appreciate your time, and I appreciate the marketplace team's time. This has been a wonderful experience.
Yes, and Andrea Barrow just posted the marketplace link. So the integration component will be filled out here soon. But yeah, you can go ahead and take a look if you want to. Yeah. Take a quick tour around the marketplace and check out that HacWare tile.
Well, come and check out all of our friends over at ConnectWise and check out our new partnership that we're so proud of. We cannot wait to get there and to help out our MSPs, friends out there in the ecosystem. I want to say thanks to you wonderful folks that are with me, Vicki, Tiffany. This has been fantastic. And thanks to everyone that joined us today. Make sure to check out those links. We'll be following up via email and ping you on LinkedIn with some of the content for those of you joining us there. Thank you all for joining us today, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon.